No, this is forever now. Locked. Test. 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 All right. She is good to go. Into the park. I think this is the way. I hope this is the way. GA. Wait. That's Georgia. Okay. Welcome to Georgia, everyone. GA, Great Adventure. Great America. There's two Great Americas. That's right. Hello, Princess, and welcome, Patriots on your court. Today, we are at Six Flags Great Adventure, right? Yes, Great Adventure. Okay, there's Great America and Great America. This is Great Adventure. Can never keep them straight. It is just before noon, making good time. Park actually opened at 10:30. I almost made it. Other commitments came up. That is okay. All right, we're headed in. First thing we are going to do is use our dining pass. Walk through scanners, passed with ease. I do not expect to have a problem tapping into the park. But, it's weird. Yesterday at Dorney, I did feel kind of, I don't know, like second class, scanning in, getting my discount with a Six Flags pass. I don't know. It's weird. The park does not look too crowded. We are open until 8 o'clock this evening, which is fine. There are 16 level 2 chargers in the parking lot, which is awesome. So by the time I leave, she will be almost fully charged. That is awesome. It's lunchtime and I'm hungry. I don't want Johnny Rockets. I can get that on a dozen cruise ships. Ale House, Main Street Pub, Funnel Cake. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I've been doing this. He's not the best at it, but I've been asking Brock where to eat. He's the one who actually pointed out, didn't really recommend, the new establishment at Darien Lake yesterday by Iron Menace. That turned out to be pretty good. Let's ask him about Great Adventure. Wow, actually, yeah, this place is empty. Huh. Okay, should I hit it? Okay, should I really hit it hard and then go back to Hershey Tuesday and Wednesday? I do not want to do the New Jersey Piers. That would be a different type of mission. Yeah. No, this one is just major parks. Thank you, Grok. We are on our way to JD Smokehouse. It's actually Jersey Devil Smokehouse. I presume a new establishment that opened with the Jersey Devil roller coaster that is 1 or 2 years old. There you go. The new spot, that's where we are headed. I think this is the right direction. Can't see anything, which is fine. It's this way. Oh, so the map was right. Okay, I got confused. I thought I read it wrong. I'm walking fast like I'm on a mission. Also, half realizing, though, that I'm not. This is the new Flash vertical philosophy. You know what? I don't know if I've seen any reviews on this. It is brand new. Looks it. So we will definitely give this a try. I actually know what I've heard is low capacity because, yeah, that one train and it has to do the whole course. That's, switch track, maybe? That is one thing that's very frustrating about a lot of these corporations is they take the cheap way out, then they realize later that wasn't the right thing to do, and then they spend more money. Now, granted, like financially, that might be wise. Don't spend it until you need to, but guest experience-wise, it's just not good. Which is interesting. Again, the cruise lines, actually, they really can't do that. It's not like they can just, put the ship in dry dock because they made a little oopsie, the bar is not big enough. They just have to cope. So they really have to, in a way, get it right the first time, which explains why they just spend so much money on these cruise ships. And I will say, a lot of times they get it pretty darn close. Like, okay, people had issues with Prima. I didn't have any issues with Prima. Then they fix them in the new ships, but I know. Credit where credit is due. Yes, icon of the seas. Royal Caribbean, they did the research, they did the work, they spent the money and knocked it out of the park. Really. Okay. I have to check the map again. I really do. Oh, you know what? I'll look at the actual physical map. Six Flags Great Adventure. Where are we and where am I supposed to be going? Okay, Jersey Devil. I'm right next to, what is this? Granny's. I don't see that on the, I just passed the giant wheel. Okay, I think I'm heading in the right direction. 14 is Granny's Kitchen. Okay, all right. I guess it's in, no, it's not in Movie Town. It's in So I have to go. Okay. No. I gotta go this way. See, I'm glad I looked. This was slightly more of a mission than it needed to be. All right, here we are. Jersey Devil Barbecue. Let's take a look at the menu, although I could have looked at this online. I will. Okay. Sure. I guess we'll have the crispy chicken sandwich. Maybe everyone is at the water park also. It is a separate gate here, which logistically is challenging, but I just saw Jersey Devil Dispatch with empty seats. Looking good. All right. Who says I don't post DPs? Dining plan pictures, people. Come on. This is the Jersey Devil crispy chicken sandwich. Variety number 2 with bacon and American cheese. There's 3 of them. I had no idea. Yes, the dining plan works. They finally figured it out. Well, they figured it out a few days ago, but what a mission. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to add ketchup or anything, but honestly, that's fine. That was actually better than the chicken sandwich I got yesterday at Dorney Park, and included in the dining plan. Win for Six Flags Great Adventure. Yeah, Adventure. Right? And actually, plus 10 to every park I've been at so far for not having flappers. Yes, I'm calling out Disney. All right, let's walk over to Jersey Devil. And all right, well, this train is full. It's no problem. I don't know. I have not checked the app for wait times, but it's fine. I think this is the first single rail mega coaster. All right, another totally expected win for Disney. Nothing in your pocket, but the lockers here do not accept Apple Pay. So, complete failure by Six Flags, or Cedar Fair. No, Six Flags now. Yeah, so everything I said about the good sandwich, I take it back. It was terrible. It was disgusting. Honestly, it just makes me want to get better at certain things. All right, so you know what? I'm going to say what I said back at Six Flags America. I hope Six Flags is liquidated in a bankruptcy for the ages. I want all Six Flags management sent to, at this point, South Sudan, I think, is still too good for them. Where could we deport them? Where should we deport all the Six Flags management? All right, in the comments below. I want it to be good, because there's a locker in there. So if you have Flash Pass on your phone, you can store that in there. But otherwise, you have to get a locker here, and I can't because the machines, they don't take, they can't pay with your phone. Oh my God. So I'm just gonna say this, Six Flags, maybe nobody comes to your parks because you make it so difficult to come to the park or just to operate at the park. You know, everything, all of this should be as frictionless as possible. There should be absolutely no barrier to taking money. Okay, if you're going to be that pickpockety, you have to make it easy for people to actually give you the money. So this ruins my guest experience here. It does, and honestly, it makes me regret keeping that pass for as long as I did. You know, because there is no excuse for this. There really isn't. So, yeah, that's why I actually expect to see your company in bankruptcy real soon again. What if Cedar Fair management is actually intentionally tanking the company, and that Six Flags America is definitely not? Nobody actually thinks it is. But what if the intent is far bigger than people are thinking? Meaning they're going to be selling a lot more parks than anybody imagines. Now this one probably will survive, but being in the middle of the market it's a tough place to be. Darien Lake, worst location possible because it's sandwiched in the catchment area between Great Adventure and Hershey, which, let's be honest, New Six Flags has no real ability to compete against. Well, that's a prediction, but I'm sure it will come true, right? So they're doing this with the intent of having an excuse to liquidate, like fire sale parks, of course, and watch Hershey come in and soup them up and literally turn them into, the next Silver Dollar City or Dollywood. I'm looking for guest relations because I want to see if I can get a pay for locker with Apple Pay. I know. You would think this would be easy. Oh, there it is. What an absolute cluster this is. Okay, to go out, to go over to these lockers to hopefully buy $10 worth of cash. Oh my God. See, the problem is, if I do that and the lockers don't take the cash, then what do I do? Yep, still a thing. Lock, test, locked. And because we actually entered on this side, locked. All right. And you know what? Because I don't want this day to get even worse. Done. Locked. So I went to tap in, and because I already came in, I have to go to the re-entry queue? Why? Why is this? Why is this? Usually, I can come up with whatever corporate nitwittery is responsible for a policy, but given that they did not do that at Six Flags America, I'm kind of at a loss. I mean, I'd say, why would you have to go to a re-entry gate? They don't stamp or anything. I have an annual pass, seasonal pass, membership, whatever. So, yeah, I'm like, what? All right, in the comments below, what type of idiocracy level corporate thinking is responsible for that policy? I want to hear your ideas. Go ahead, comment below after you subscribe. It's Petunia Pig and Porky. Okay, wait, is that her name, Petunia? I asked for a cup of water here at the Pine Barrels Bar. They can't do it. However, to be perfectly honest, I have never asked at one of the bars at Disney for a cup of water. But you can get it at all of the quick serve and walk-up locations. All right, you know what? Next time we are at Walt Disney World, we will walk up to a bar and ask for a cup of water. I will, Six Flags, I will be provisionally upset at you. Okay, it all depends on what Disney does. Weather, oh boy. I did not look at the forecast for today, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, I looked at it and I would know. I'd rather not know, but all right, let's see if I can get one here at Funnel Cake or over at Fat Burger. Again with the water cups. Why do you make this so difficult? How many guests need to pass out from heat stroke? No, I'm not gonna do that. It's okay. Yes, Six Flags, this is why nobody comes to your parks. You make everything such a mission to do. You know, I understand there's reasons why certain processes are measured for capacity, but this is just bad management. Honestly, it's, I know you're kind of in a corner, but people like me, who can spend to come to your parks, you make it difficult for us. I would rather spend a lot more to go to, honestly, well, obviously everyone would want to go to a Disney park, but I'd rather spend a lot more to go to Hershey than any of your parks or any Hershey park. This has been such an absolutely miserable experience. I can see why you will be back in bankruptcy in the next year or two. I got my cup, my teeny weeny itsy bitsy little cup. Now I'm going to go and attempt to refill it with water at one of the self-service machines. Let's see how that goes. This was not a problem at Six Flags America. I predict it will be a problem here. But they could still prove me wrong. Because it's here and because why not? This is Flash Vertical Velocity. Let's go give it a ride. I think I'm gonna have to use my locker for this one. I paid a whole $10 for it. We're gonna use it. 40 minutes. Next train. Weather. However, unfortunately, no, not my fault. Probably, yeah, candid worst run park so far. I don't know if there was a grouper before, but every train, right up until 2 before I was about to board, dispatched with empty seats. That is inexcusable. This ride is so low capacity that every seat counts. They probably would have gotten one more train in by the time I got there. So, yes, the inability to properly load a train, it basically cost me the ride. Yeah, that's why operations count. This is why people hate coming to your parks, Six Flags. Actually, yes, both of the non-Six Flags parks I was able to finish in a day. Busch Gardens Williamsburg and King's Dominion, the 2 Six Flags parks, have been an absolute disaster. It is... All right, well, lessons learned. I didn't want to have to come back here tomorrow. Don't really want to ever come back here again, but maybe that's what it will take. Ooh, was that a drop? Huh. They just made a completely unintelligible announcement. I have no idea what it said. I heard weather, but I don't know if it said, I don't know what it said. So somebody come out and listen to the announcement to see if it actually works. In addition to trains being dispatched with empty seats on a very, very low capacity ride, apparently there was a group causing trouble. They had to get security to come by and request that they leave. They did. There was no incident, but that delayed operations by minutes and minutes, which means they could have, if they had dispatched one more train, I would have gotten on. I mean, I wouldn't even waited for front row at that point because whatever. Okay, so the problem is I think rides like that are specifically designed to sell flash pass. The low capacity was on a spreadsheet somewhere, and how much flash pass it would drive was calculated. That's a little shady. All right, I'm headed back to the only place where you can get a cup for water, apparently. Grab a water cup and then head back into the other restaurant, which is nicely air conditioned, and wait out the storm. It is predicted to start raining in about 15 minutes. Then, well, it's only, okay, hopefully, it's predicted to start raining in about 15 minutes for about a half an hour. I'm going to wait it out. In worst case scenario, I'll be in a restaurant. I can get something to eat on my dining plan and even more of a scam. You have to pay for these lockers for like Jersey Devil, but there are double-sided lockers by Flash Vertical Velocity. So already paid for lockers, and then really Six Flags. It's supposed to be heavy raining, but I can't tell if it's raining at all. People are just kind of walking around casually. The rain is predicted to stop at about 5:15. Park is open till 8. Hopefully, when the rain passes, they'll reopen everything, and I can just go bam, bam, bam on everything. Although, it's not looking good. I may have to come back. I may be subjected to coming back here tomorrow. What did I do? This is my punishment. What did I do? Other issues aside, culinary seems to be doing quite well. I'm at Granny's, and this is the old-fashioned meatloaf with roasted vegetables. It's really just roasted Brussels sprouts, and everything comes with a biscuit, and of course, water. Like I said, culinary is on point. Jersey Devil. I saw it climbing the lift hill. Let's see if Flash Vertical Velocity is back online. And I was going to do Skull Mountain. It is indoors, so it probably isn't operating this whole time, but I doubt there's really any line. Oh, wait, I think I just saw her go by. No. I mean, whatever, let's go. Nope. All right, fine. Let's just ride Skull Mountain, and then there's also the Dark Knight Coaster. It's also indoors. You can ride that. They're showing no wait. Then hopefully a lot of people have left, and then we can just go boom, boom, boom everywhere else. Yeah. Which means tomorrow I might have to pay for more lockers, Six Flags. Really? I know. My Florida snobbery is about to come out. Really, it is. I get it. When I'm encountering circumstances which to a Floridian are just perfectly normal, or I'm requesting something that is just perfectly normal. Oh, like water? I don't know. And it's a hassle. It is almost as if a rift has opened up in the space-time continuum, transporting me to some dystopian hellscape, like France. Here we go, Skull Mountain. There is a little opening over there. You can actually see it operating, and it's operating on the boards. And that's where I also saw the Batman Endangered. What is it? Oh boy. Oh, all clear. She's operating, and people are heading that. I don't know. Hopefully that was the first train, and I don't get stuck too long. It's fine. You know what? We're just gonna go. We're getting as much done as we can today. Hopefully more than half. So tomorrow we only have to be here for 2 meals. Okay, I'll own this one. I saw Jersey Devil testing, and I was here, and I thought, you know, let me just wait. But no. Okay. That's fine. I'm not gonna run or anything like that. It's fine. Watch me only wait one train anyway. Oh, sunglasses are in the pocket. All right, I have an hour and a half. I'm just gonna do whatever's closest. So we are on our way to Harley Quinn Crazy Train. I may have just gotten the data point that tells me don't bother to come back tomorrow because El Toro has not been operating today. I will get closer and ask if it's closed for the season or something, but if it's not running, then that means I have to come back at some point. So I'm not going to feel pressure to do anything today. I will check the weather in, well, Pennsylvania for tomorrow. Maybe I just head back to Allentown and I would probably get a 2-day ticket for Hershey. I think that would be the best thing to do because it's a famous park and there are other things there, I suppose, that you should experience more than the chocolate. We are trying to find Harley Quinn Crazy Coaster. It is over here somewhere. I think, is that it? Okay, I see a little red ribbon. All right, map. Harley Quinn is closed due to weather. Really? Of all rides. Here we go. All right. That was the Joker, or I did the Joker. I think this one is trimmed a little bit. Wasn't as spinny as, I don't think it was as spinny as the one at King's Dominion. Heading to Runaway Mine Train and Medusa. They are right next to each other. Have an hour-ish. And hopefully I can get 1, 2, maybe 3 in. With Arrow, like I said, with El Toro not operating, I will have to come back. So I might as well have a couple of extra things to do while I'm here. I am good with that. In a weird way, it does take the pressure off, right? So that's cool. I'm totally cool with that. Oh wow. Cool. There she is. I was looking forward to this. That is El Toro, an Intamin prefab, one of, only 3 in the world? I don't know why she's not operating. I actually haven't heard anything. There's been no videos titled, why is El Toro not open? But I know she's had a lot of problems lately. But it's pretty late in the season. All right, another B&M floorless. All right, I feel like Kumba is still riding better. She's a little janky in a few spots. Technically, I should compare it to Kraken. But I haven't ridden Kraken in a while, actually. No, I know I did. Actually, yeah, maybe it was back in December. I think. I don't know. Batman Ultimate Flight. Superman Ultimate Flight. Okay, pretty good ride. Those flying coasters, always enjoyable. I think the first one I ever did was at Over Georgia. Yeah, very much enjoyed that. Very much enjoyed that. I can't tell if the park is closed. There's been no omniscient voice coming on saying the park is closed, and there's people just kind of milling about. The cast they're just hanging out. They're not doing anything. No one's waving people out. I don't know, what do I do? Do I walk over to Batman just to see if there's extra time? 6 Flags. Here is a huge gesture of goodwill. If there is a rain delay, right? If there's a rain delay of over an hour during the park day, extend park hours by 1/2 hour. Something like that. That would be awesome. I think people would really, really appreciate that. That's how you become a premium park. Now, Disney and Universal don't have to do this because they have plenty of dark rides. So if there's weather, you do a dark ride. Here you have like 1. Just saying. Batman and the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight's a dark ride. It's an indoor roller coaster. They're over where I was all day. I could have done them earlier. I'm still pissed at Flash Vertical Velocity. If I hadn't waited so long in that line, then this would have been whatever. But actually, look. Okay, everyone's just sort of casually about. I mean, is the park open or closed? Or did they extend hours? This is what confused me. I kept seeing Nitro and thinking, okay, I rode that. I guess Batman is just sort of behind everything. I mean, it's not a small coaster. I can't believe there she is right there. Oh my God, she is hidden. That's it? Oh wow. Yeah, all tucked away in there. Oh man. No wonder I missed her. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I wish. All right, okay, there's no one ushering people out, but I'm definitely getting the, yeah, we're actually closed vibe. Oh, ding dang. Oh, stupid vertical philosophy. Vertical philosophy. There you go. I can still hear the lift hill. Oh, but are the lockers still operating? Wait, I still hear a lift hill. I don't know if it's this lift hill. Oh, hold on. This ride is closed today. Oh, no. Maybe that's why I didn't hear her. Okay. All right. And over here is the Dark Knight. I did not come around here at all. That's right. Okay. And this one is, oh, hold on. Is it closed or closed today? Like, I can still hear her, I think. What do I hear? I hear Jersey Devil, I think, still running. Temporarily closed. Okay, so I guess she did not open today at all. All right. Well, actually, I don't know. This saying, okay, no, this is, I don't know, actually. No, this is not a permanent sign. Okay. Huh. All right, I guess I rode all of the operating roller coasters today. Okay, I mean, that's good, which means it wasn't my fault. Okay, great. I have to visit the refresher real quick, and then I guess we're out of here. Okay, okay, still incredibly frustrating. Okay, I have to go, then I'll compose my thoughts. Yes, this music is very loud and very annoying, and yes, I am Pixar Cinderella. Okay, it was a good day at the park. Very, very frustrating, Six Flags. There is no excuse for all of the extra steps, for all the friction that a guest has to experience in order to enjoy the park. Like the water thing and the lockers, all this kind of stuff. It tells me that you either don't do surveys or your executives never send their families into the park without passes or anything like that. Or you know what? Here's what you do. Cedar Fair, Six Flags executives, send your families, not you, your families, for 2 or 3 weeks to Orlando, have them experience SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, definitely Universal Orlando, and definitely Walt Disney World. Then have them come back and start visiting your parks, and they will then tell you everything that's wrong with them. Okay, there you go. That's your plan. Okay, I will be your host, not your ghost host, however. All right. I finished, though. I did finish. I rode every operating roller coaster. El Toro, not operating today. Batman, the ride, not operating today. And the Dark Knight, not operating today. Which means, yes, I completed my mission. despite everything that went wrong. I completed my mission. I guess. All right, you know what? I'm gonna cool off for a little bit, and then I go in. Fine. There's a Planet Fitness. Well, it's actually 10 miles from here. Get cleaned up because. Then I don't know that. Okay, if I were to keep the previously sort of tentative schedule, that means I'm off to Hershey tomorrow. I'm gonna check passes and passes and tickets and everything like that. Yeah. Okay. I mean, why not? Let's do it. All right. Okay. First, I gotta find her. She should be fully charged by now, or almost. Okay. Plus 10 to Six Flags for having the chargers here and at Great America. Okay. And with that, as I walk into the parking lot calmly, I will say, oh yes, see, there's Superman, literally in a parking lot. Somebody mentioned on X that at least Six Flags, or Cedar Fair, whoever it is, put some corn, Smallville, corn. That's it. Just plant corn. That's all you have to do. Ay. But despite the difficulty in getting water, really, there's no excuse for that. I'm done. I rode it. And even though I have to come back to ride El Toro, which I hear is a fantastic ride, I'm very thankful. Of course, come on. Look, how many people can actually do this? I'm very thankful for my problems. 2 minutes ago, while I was talking to you, I got the notification she's fully charged. Okay, what a great end of the day.